Aloha from the Ozarks, folks. I have this 12 by 32 Lofted barn cabin. It's from our Essential series, and I thought I'd just show it to you. Comes standard with a 4-foot porch, and that's included in that measurement of the 12 by 32. That 32 includes 4 foot of porch. Standard walk-in door and a 2x3 window. This walk-in door size is a standard size, 36 by 80. And so that wall is a tall wall compared to the rest of the walls in the building, because this is a lofted building. We do make the walls shorter to include the extra height in the loft, except this wall, so we can fit a regular sized door in it. So that's a taller wall. So your loft headroom height over here is a little bit shorter. You have a shorter headroom for your loft because you have a taller wall to fit a regular door. That loft headroom is higher because we are resting it on our shorter walls, okay? Standard 2x3 window. Walk-in door is a 9-light. We have another 2x3 window over here, another 2x3 window over here. Let's talk about the walls. All of our walls are standard 2x4s, premium grade, pressure treated 2x4s, double studs. Every 1, 2, 3. We're going to double stud them. 1, 2, 3, double studs. Okay, every third one is a double stud, or 4 feet. Okay. We double stud all of our doors and window frames. That's to help keep those frames square with the building, so that once this building is delivered to you, transported to you, your doors and windows are going to open and shut like they're supposed to do once the building's on site and level. Other companies don't necessarily double stud their door and windows, so if you're shopping around, I do encourage you to check that out if you're looking at other companies' portable buildings. Door and window frames need to be double studded at a minimum, okay? That helps them stay square, and that means that once they're delivered, they're going to work like they're supposed to. All of our walls have a single 2x4 at the bottom, double 2x4s at the wall caps. That's for a stronger place to adhere to, so that we can attach our roof trusses to our double studded wall caps. We attach the roof trusses using these metal hurricane screws that are rated for over 800 pounds of tensile strength, and we attach every roof truss using those screws, which is part of the reason we offer a 150-mile-an-hour wind gust engineer certification on these buildings. It partly is because of the way we attach our roofs to our wall caps, to our walls, okay? Let's talk about at the tops of the walls. We do have these soffit vent systems that are built in all the way down the entire side wall of the building, on this side and on this side. That's a Graceland patented exclusive, and it allows for a lot of air to flow in and then out up here through our screened roof ridge vent. It's screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it allows a lot of air to flow out of the building. So in and out. That gets moisture and humidity out of the building, and it helps to keep the building cooler, but also keeps that moisture and humidity out so that your stuff that's inside your building has less chance of it getting mildewy, all right? That's for superior airflow, thanks to how Graceland has their patented exclusive ventilation system. Nobody else does vents the way that Graceland does. Everybody else just puts a little tiny plastic air vent, a little rectangle vent up at the top corner over there, and a little plastic air vent on the top corner over there, and that's usually all they have for ventilation. They're not moving nearly as much cubic volume of air as we are in our building. So Graceland makes a better building just based on the ventilation system alone. Okay, now let's talk about the roof truss. Again, 2x4s, pressure treated premium grade lumber. The premium grade means it's a prettier looking lumber. It's a slightly higher quality, and it's a better quality for you. The 2x4s, let's talk about the rest of the roof. OSB roof decking, that's what you have, is your roof decking. On the outside is the metal. On the inside, in this particular building, we have that radiant barrier that looks like aluminum foil on the inside. That's an option that you can get if we're building one for you. You do not have to get this radiant barrier. I always recommend it, especially if you're thinking about turning it into an office space or a studio or even a little do-it-yourself tiny home. You definitely want the radiant barrier. What that does is reflects out 97% of the sun's radiant heat. This building will stay about 20 degrees cooler than a building that does not have this radiant barrier. So it certainly does make a big difference in the hot summertime. Okay, it's definitely worth having. Now the floors, let's talk about those. 5/8 inch floors. These are LP Smart floors. Also, I forgot to mention the siding is LP Smart siding. That's a product from Louisiana Pacific that's designed just for the portable shed industry. It's high quality, and durable, and it's moisture resistant, termite resistant, bug resistant. Very, very good product. Our flagship product is pressure treated plywood, but we also offer this LP Smart Siding and Smart Flooring is a very good, high quality, but lower priced alternative to plywood. It's very, very good, high quality, durable product. The floors are tongue and groove, and if you'll notice, the floors look different than the siding, even though they're the same product. It's because the floors have a covering on them that makes them impact resistant, makes it for a strong, sturdy product that you can actually, walk on. All right. So they're all tongue and groove. I forgot to mention also the siding is tongue and groove, so they're all interlocked with one another. Each of the slabs are interlocked. Underneath the floors, we use 2x6 floor joists, just like you see up here in our loft floors. They're 2x6s. We use them underneath in our subfloor. However, the difference is in our lofts, we do space them at 24 inches apart, but in our subfloors here, they're like our wall studs, they're 16 inches apart, okay? So they're closer together here in the subfloors. 2x6s, 2x6s, all right? And the wall height in one of these buildings, that's about 6'4"-ish, 6'3.5" or so. And so you have about 6'11"-ish to the top of this. And then there's your headroom up in the loft, okay? Let's talk about I got the floors, the walls, the roof, rent to own. I forgot to mention financing. We have rent to own, no credit check. So everyone who applies gets rent to own, okay? And there's a requirement of at least 1 month payment up front. If you do too much payment up front, you get 90 days after the building's delivered before your next payment comes due. So rent to own is a smart way to consider getting into a building with a very little amount of cash flow, okay? Cash price is always your best and lowest price, so keep that in mind. And we do always offer different discounts every month apply, but we always have a military discount for those of you who are active duty or retired. Thank you for your service. If you have any questions about this, I forgot to mention before I get there, delivery is free within 50 miles. Anything past 50 miles, there will be a mileage charge, but it's free from my lot out 50 miles, no charge. Now, we also include leveling the building on the concrete blocks that you provide, and then we will anchor the building into the ground if you so desire for the building to be anchored. We'll bring the anchors and the straps, and we'll provide all of that. It's included, okay? As long as you do call 911 to make sure there's no utilities. We have to have that certified that there's no utilities, because we're going to try to drive anchors almost 3 feet into the ground. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. My number's there on the screen. You can text me or call me, and my website is there. You can hit me up on my website and chat with me, or if you're watching this on Facebook, you can hit me up there, or if you're watching it on YouTube, you can message me straight on this video. Aloha from the Ozarks.